Everybody, thank you for joining us. We are here with meteorologist Reed Kiselback, who has been covering this first warning alert day. We've been talking about this a lot.
I know, and you think I would have thought to start off with the first warning alert day graphic, but it's been a busy day, and I forgot to start with it. So yes, there is a first warning alert day.
Unreal.
It's a great start. So far, we're like 1 for 5. But yeah, it's a first warning alert day that's coming tomorrow. Honestly, you could say it really starts tonight because the system's pushing in tonight. But what we're expecting with that is a mix of rain and snow in the valleys, all snow in the higher elevations, and high impact for those of you who will be traveling because it's going to be a sloppy, wet kind of snow. So let's take a look at the storm timeline for us here. And what we're going to see with this right now is actually that the snow is moving in as we speak. It'll be heavier, though, once we get after midnight tonight. We'll see a mix of snow and rain in the valleys. We'll have a slow morning commute, not just for those in the valleys, but for the higher elevations, there'll be all snow. As we get to Friday night, colder air will start to surge back in as this system clears out, and we'll transition back to all snow before all is said and done come Saturday morning. So here's a look at the first warning live Doppler radar. And you can see we do have the snow starting to push its way into our region. Something to note, a couple things to note on here, really. One, we have some dry air aloft. So as the initial first line of this starts to push on through to our region, this is going to kind of evaporate first, but then it's going to start to fall a little bit more steady and it'll start to stick. So anticipate if you're looking at your radar on your app, on your phone, and you're seeing snow, but you're like, where is it? Give it a couple more, give it maybe another hour, and you'll definitely start to see a difference outside. Even if you go out there and it feels just not so dry out there, it might feel a little bit more saturated, but it is going to start to fall steady and heavy. You can see into the Hudson Valley there, right around Catskill. We got a mix of rain and snow already starting to come into play here. So this is what we'll be watching for overnight. Temperature is going to be playing a very key role in this. And we'll zoom on out. And you can see this is actually associated with the coastal low, actually producing some thunder and lightning right along Long Island right now. But as this intensifies overnight, it's going to do kind of the opposite effect of what we usually see overnight into the Hudson Valley, which is why we're going to see that mix of rain and snow. As it intensifies, it's actually going to help push some slightly more mild air into the Hudson Valley region. So overnight lows will still be hovering near freezing for many spots. It'll be slightly above freezing in the Hudson Valley where we'll see more so of that mix. And you can see we still have a lot more of this to get through. This is why it's going to be with us through the whole course of the day. On Friday, hour by hour, you can see the temperatures hover right near freezing overnight tonight. We see that mix of rain and snow and just snow in some of the higher elevations. Winter storm warning in effect now through Saturday morning for all the areas highlighted in pink. This has to do with the snowfall totals, and you'll kind of see why here. Pay attention as we transition through this because you'll kind of see the snowfall map that right into place with this. We have the higher elevations seeing snowfall totals anywhere from 8 to 14 in that lighter shade of blue to 1 to 2 feet of snow to the higher elevations of the Adirondacks, Catskills, and into the Green Mountains, where we're seeing that mix with rain and snow, 5 to 10 in those spots, and even lower as you get to the south of Catskill, but right around Kingston, maybe 2 to 4 inches of snow before all is said and done. The only other thing to note with this is the models still are trending a little bit on the colder side, so be prepared if the temperatures don't change that these snowfall totals in the 5 to 10 inch range could be closer to 10 inches when all is said and done if we stay on the colder side. Hour by hour as we work away overnight, the temperature is key, so we got it up here on the graph here for you. 10:30 p.m., we're starting to become closer to widespread, but still areas like Warren, Washington, and parts of Bennington County still in the clear. Rain showers occurring in the valley, but a little mix of snow there as well. We'll transition over to a very wet snow at points in the morning, but some spots could still see that mix of rain and snow in the Hudson Valley. You see 33 in Catskill and Kinderhook as well as Albany. It's still possible to see that, but your higher elevation still dealing with snow first thing in the morning. By about noontime, still might see a slight mix of rain and snow south of Catskill and southern Berkshire County, but the rest of us are going to transition over to just snow as this pushes on through overnight and into the start of the day on Saturday. This is when we'll see kind of like what we call a version of catch-up. So overnight tonight into the start of the day tomorrow, Adirondacks, Catskills, going to see their higher snowfall totals as this clears out. The Berkshires, the Rensselaer Hills, the Tug Hill right there. That's where we're going to see it. Not the Tug Hill. Sorry, the Rensselaer Hills, though. That'll catch up a little bit more for us here in that time frame. So 7 a.m. The last of the snow clears out of our region right near noon time, and we're going to be dry as we get to 5 p.m. Saturday. So big snowfall forecast for us here. We'll see if we can get this to advance. Maybe it won't. It's not going to advance. But tonight, down into the 30s, right near freezing tomorrow, towards the mid-30s for our highs with a mix of rain and snow in the valleys, all snow in the higher elevations. It's going to be slow. It's going to be sloppy travel. We urge that if you are going to be out on the roads, taking it slow, taking your time, and adjusting your speed accordingly.
Absolutely. And we're going to have Tiffany Payton out talking about those road preps here live at 9 o'clock and at 11 o'clock as well. Tia is going to be out in Schoharie talking about the conditions there. So send us your photos, send us your videos. We would love to see them. We might even put them on the air if we have the time for it. It's going to be a jam-packed 9/11 show. So, Ari, thank you so much. I'm going to kick you out so that you can go and finish your forecast for 9 o'clock. And then we're going to actually get to some headlines as well, because we do have some news to cover. It has now been more than 2 weeks since Samantha Humphrey went missing. She was that Schenectady teenager that we've been searching for a very, very long time now. They really ramped up the search efforts earlier today. The latest information is that police are now confirming the existence of a surveillance video of Samantha at Riverside Park the night that she vanished. We first reported that on News Channel 13 live at 9 last night. We got the confirmation just minutes before that newscast started. Police will not, however, say exactly what they saw in that video, but we do know that there is no evidence that Humphrey ever left the park where she went missing. Again, that's Riverside Park. Police have also been consulting with environmental scientists, talking about the Mohawk River, its flow rate, how it flows, hoping that his expertise will help them zero in on where items might wind up in the ever-changing environment of the Mohawk River. So we'll keep you updated on that. And then also breaking news that we got during our earlier newscast today. There have been 3 convictions in the case of Asiyanna Jones in that homicide case. Today's convictions confirm that Carrie Pilot and Gary Lennon exchanged gunfire on Dewey Avenue in Pittsfield. That was back in October of 2017. One of those bullets hitting 22-year-old Asiyanna Jones, killing her while she was sitting in the car. Gary Lennon was found guilty of murder. Carrie Pilot found guilty of manslaughter. And Elizabeth Perez was convicted for misleading police. So a lot to cover tonight. Of course, our main talker is the first warning alert day that we are in that snowstorm. Reed gave us a very thorough breakdown of what the temperatures are going to be heading into the overnight hours, what that might mean for what precipitation you're going to get. Really interesting combination of rain and snow here, and that's what's making this forecast so tricky, is that one temperature change can make a huge difference in whether you're getting rain or snow. So definitely a system that you're going to want to check back on as we head throughout the night and as we head through tomorrow. Then we had the search for Samantha. Again, it's been almost 3 weeks now since she vanished. Police talking about evidence that they have and what they're using now. And then this homicide breaking news that we got during our 5 o'clock newscast earlier today. Hope you join us for News Channel 13 live at 9 and 11. Again, team coverage as this system starts to move in, plus the breaking news that I'm actually seeing my email come on through here. So we're going to have some breaking updates for you starting at 9 o'clock and then again at 11. Everybody stay safe. If you're heading out on the roads, stay warm, and we'll see you later.